Hi, welcome to Coffee Break. I am Ryan House, a PhD student at the University of Wisconsin in Milwaukee in the Media, Cinema, and Digital Studies program in the English department. Today we're playing the Old City Leviathan to round out our month of walking sims slash wandering games. I think this is probably closer to the traditional walking sim. Because it really doesn't have, I think, any goals except sort of just to progress. Although you can run and jump, which is something that most walking sims don't have. But the run is more like a brisk walk anyway. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. I've played this game years ago, and honestly I don't remember much about it. You are about to inhabit a broken mind. Not everything you see or hear is trustworthy. So, unreliable first-person narrator and spectator? I'm hoping to... keeping the game volume up enough that you can hear it, because there's a lot of talking. But then also, that you can hear my beautiful voice too, because I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to. Chapter 1, me. Oh yeah, I can hear that shit for anything.
This is our routine, not to imply that this is unwanted. In fact, I think I'm growing rather fond of you. You and I have shared a grand nothingness, and I feel as though your belly is a suitable embassy amidst the unknown above.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of reading too. Alright, those seem to go back in time. Okay, so, so what I know about this game, and that, hold on, let me check something. I'm going to turn this just down a little bit. If we turn that off, that seems worse. I'll be quite honest with you, I'm not 100% sure what VSync does, but it's clearly not that. Actually, maybe it is that is worse. Wow. Okay, that just might be... Oof, yeah. Now that I've noticed it, it's terrible. Maybe it's not so bad on your screen. Yeah, no, it is. It's terrible. Okay, well... we'll just deal with it. Okay, yeah, so, sorry. What I know about this game is that it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. Of course, this is all, according to this dude who we've just been told is not trustworthy. Yeah, and you are sort of walking around in the city. I want to say, like, there is another character, but you never see him. You just sort of hear about him. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm a writer, and this is a map. I don't know how to make heads or tails of it. There's GUO though, so maybe that's where I'm at. Yeah, and sort of the only sort of things I can do, I can jump, and I can zoom in to read. Oh, I gotta read, yeah. Okay, so 31st of January. I often wonder how many times I've woken up to greet you. Hundreds, if not thousands of days have gone by, surely. I can't believe you had not shown him to me. Solomon, my dear Solomon, yes. Okay, yeah, so, Solomon. I met him near the south side of this facility. We had a wonderful chat, and I don't want you to feel jealous. A friendship between us would never develop to eclipse my friendship with you. As he distanced himself from me after mentioning a woman named Belle. Wait, okay, sorry. This poor fellow was unable to rid his mind of her. Some long-lost friend from an older time, I think. I'm glad I'll never lose you, Leviathan. Our relationship is a special one. So, yeah, I believe that he's talking to sort of the space he's in. Obviously, Solomon, I think his name is Jonah. See, so obviously some biblical references here. He's in the belly of this whale. Okay, so that was the 31st of January, so just a couple of days later. He said something about moving north towards happiness and contentment. I get the sense that this was simple sarcasm, but that often gives way to an actual desire. I do hope he finds what he is looking for. After all, he is making an effort to explore. There's more than I can say for the other minotaurs down here. Okay, so maybe a little extra biblical there. The one whose residence is near the dumping point for the clean water was bad enough, but this new one, this Moses character, does nothing but whine about his precious dwellers and their unwillingness to move. Where's your movement, Moses? To be fair, he did leave the other day. He said he was meeting with the order camp somewhere north. Okay, so already like 3 freaking characters at least. He's back. Not Solomon, no, the other one, Moses, just down the way. It's so hard to keep track of all these minotaurs these days. But I'm sure you know them all. You are a perceptive one, aren't you? So he's writing, I guess, instead of just talking to this other entity. Anyway, he's back, and I feel compelled to go and meet him again. I'm quite the social butterfly, I'll have you know. Granted, whenever I attempt a dialogue, I usually get the same tired story about how insane I am, or other nonsense. Moses doesn't like me. He has the nerve to say that you don't exist. He said that I am some idiot bumbling around spewing my mind to you. Well, Moses, I'm no fan of your work either. The 7th of February. The fool! He's made the switch. At least that's what they say. I made the switch once, and my mind has never fully recovered. I embraced void, but I resurfaced quickly enough to survive. What have you done? Why have you done this, Moses? Why have you dived into uselessness? After I switched to the unclean water, I began to see the world for what it is. After I switched to the unclean water, I began to see the world for what it could be, the vasts of nothingness. I could only rely on you to unveil reality again, Leviathan. We must show what they have done and what this place is, lest I implode in my own abyss. Okay, so I started drinking unclean water, maybe radioactive. He's gone in April. No longer will he exist as a parasite in your belly. He has made his escape, his journey to Tarshish, we'll say. And I cannot help but feel as though he is brave in doing so. On the other hand, here I sit alone with nothing to show for myself. I take it we're talking about Moses still. I have become static. I sit here consuming the supplies from the old city, never even considering what the sources might hold. Shall I continue to rot? Perhaps I should drink of the unclean water again. After all, if I am useless, there is no reason not to dissolve. No, I will continue. I will cling to sanity like a man lost in his hope, and I will cling to your innards like the parasite worm that I am. Parasitic worm. Okay, and then the 30th of November, so 6 months later, over. It has been long enough. I have wasted away being useless for enough time to see that there must be a change. Tomorrow, Leviathan, tomorrow I will make my journey. I will reach the surface, and I will find the old city. I will find the sources. Jonah. Okay, so I take it today is the 31st of November. No, it's the 25th, but that would have been cool. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's leave then. Sanity is a slippery thing. How did I get up there? Pretty sure that's pretty close. Well, not quite. That's got downturned horns. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if these minotaurs are supposed to be taken literally or if they're, sort of maybe figuratively what a group of people call themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up just another couple of notches. That might be too loud, actually. Okay. Unauthorized personnel keep out. Ooh, okay. We got a couple places. Watch your step. Old City Source Overflow Outlet.
Do you want me?
Huh, okay.
And the question must seem odd, if not insulting, but I really must ask. You seem distant as of late.
Sorry if it's echoey. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely remember those changing graffitis, the changing things. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can run a little bit, a little faster, which is nice because I assume they want you to do a lot of backtracking. So a helpful feature. Wow. I cannot see what's going on there. It's too bright in this room. Water source main, sewer main. There's more GUO. GUO. Okay, so my base has been in the water source. Is there, all right, there really is nothing to do over here. That's not the unclean water I'm drinking, is it? Ugh. Alright. Let's see. Can I do this eloquently? Yes, I can. Okay, so yeah, I'm the kind of person who's always going to go the wrong way if I can help it first, because, you know, that's where secrets are. I don't know what that means.
Dwellers would cluster together like rats if they really understood the true value of isolation. All of their pathetic little wars and ridiculous assumptions of superiority would be washed away if they all had their own private labyrinths to roam around in. Granted, they could never understand the importance of the individual, the megalomania of justice in the guild order, and yes, even the unknown. It's far too strong. There really is no point in even attempting dialogue.
Okay, so he is... So there apparently is some sort of order, right? Some governing body, and he is apart from that. Maybe a society even, like a civilization. It's safe to say. Oh my god, there's almost too many places to go now. What the fuck? Can I go? Oh yeah. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. I'm honestly not sure that pig's waste what is not swill. Okay. Who wrote that? Me? I don't know. That's the reason to come down here. Pig's waste what is not swill. Shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm kinda not convinced I'm going the wrong way anymore. Maybe that was the dead end. And this dead end broke into two dead ends. Another residence? Alright, what do we have here? Oh, another map.
As a child, before the lights were cast, my parents moved around a great deal. State of motion was not constant, of course, but it was frequent. Honestly, I loved the newness of it. I loved feeling like a sculpture, clay added over and over, but with an artist always ready to carve from my form that which I did not require, continually reshaping my psychology. facts in front of me during the unfortunately early hours before departure. They seem to decrease in number with each successive voyage.
Huh. Okay. Okay. So the water treatment, which is where I am, I think, and the old city's in the middle. Okay. Oh, more to read. Wait. Where's this guy's typewriter? Is this just me? Is that Wilson? Sorry. Okay. Alright, this guy's writing notes. It's funny. Note 784. It's funny, isn't it? Months into travel, and at the end of it, I am left with absolutely nothing. They told me that I should seek out this water treatment facility on this northwestern portion of the island. They told me that, if I found it, I could be met with a conglomerate endeavor to reach the inland. I was told that the Order and the other enemies of the Guild would not interfere with our attempts at progress. Okay. That the Order and the other enemies of the Guild. Okay, so the Guild and the Order are two entities that are at odds. No one ever told me that the conglomerate endeavor in question was simply the continuation of the same pointless struggle against nothingness. Note 785. Alright, so this guy is with the Guild. I suppose this is my punishment for assuming movement has any worth. Miles and miles I ventured, all of this time spent, all of this pain endured, and here I sit with nothing to show for it but a dirty old mattress and a stagnant mind. That's the best part of it all, really. The best part is that I haven't changed. I'm the same idiot stumbling around in a fallen world that I was years past. Luckily, now that death is finding me, like an old lover, rejected yet loyal, it doesn't matter that the dwellers don't seem to be concerned with the inland. Okay, so the dwellers, I guess, are here. The Minotaurs, maybe, are the dwellers. 786. Then again, why would they be concerned? Why would they want to find meaning, a meaning that the old city must provide, if they already have their own? What need would there be for change? I am so horribly idiotic, aren't I? I should have seen it. No matter, it's about to be over, thankfully, and this pathetic waste of a life won't be here to trouble anyone anymore. Onwards with your endeavors, then, dwellers. I'm sure you'll make headway with your enemies someday. Surely it won't result in the continuation of an infinite conflict that will never be resolved, surely. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, it was a Castaway joke. a funny reading of it. Yeah. Were you here for the sound? The voiceover I'm a little worried it's a little echoey. All right. It might be a minute. Hi, Admiral Stanley. Dave, my God, we went just. Anyway, okay. Where was I? Surely it won't I'm sure you'll make headway with your enemies someday. Surely it won't result in the continuation of an infinite conflict that will never be resolved. Surely. By the greater eye, what a fucking joke it all is. Hashtag, I think, I can't remember if I put that, whatever. Okay, 787. I met a local Minotaur named Jonah. Okay, hey, it's me. Okay, I'm a Minotaur. And maybe this is the Dwellers. He is a friendly reminder of sanity's fragility. Drank from the unclean water, no doubt. In speech, he seems normal until a point, and that point is his drive into the bizarre. I would call it pretentious if it weren't so obviously born of pure insanity. I guess I can't complain as far better than the nonsense I hear from the Guild. At least Jonah doesn't make weightless promises of inland ventures. No, he's firmly planted in this place. As if stuck in a loop, he keeps returning to vague memories of his childhood as if they can protect him. In the middle of a thought, he'll bring it back from void, just to make everything seem safe. Okay, which is exactly what I did when I walked in here. So, okay, so this could be... Wait a minute. So he just met me. It doesn't say where, but I wonder if I'm reading from Solomon. I wonder if this is Solomon's doing. This is where Solomon was hanging out. Okay, so Solomon was with the Guild. Maybe. home. My father showed me in the heavens Ziz flies. His wings like the clouds, he darkens the skies. Still, Behemoth is roaming in his desert unknown, the dunes reaching forward, where no seed is sown. Under these beasts, neath the depths of abyss, Leviathan's creeping. Showls, prince of Dis. Sheols? Abba guided me onward, and the strength of his hand I let slip between my fingers my grasp of the sand. He wondered curious, do you know where you are? Indeed I do not. All I could see was the blue. I told him plainly, doesn't matter, I'm right here with you. Oh. That's a picture of a real kid. Okay. Yeah, there's also Moses. Apparently Moses is a person that I don't like. The voice is echoing. Okay, thank you. I will turn it down over here. Okay, because I do want it loud on your end because it's important. All right. Shit, I'm really thinking I went the wrong way now. Do I want to run back? Well, whatever. It's not like I'm going to see everything anyway. We're already 20 minutes in. I passed up a ladder that I didn't.
Be here.
Huh. Well, maybe I should go back. The end. Oh la la. Alright, yeah, I vaguely remember this now. Thank God. I was like, oh shit, now there's just gonna be like debris to read too. Yeah, there's also talks of like Minotaur, an order, a guild. So like, you know, I think the Bible for sure, but also sort of other ancient. I don't want to say religious texts, but you know, like fantasy texts. I don't know. Maybe we got a little bit of Sodom and Gomorrah here. It reminds me of that scene in the first Batman movie. Well, the first modern Batman movie. Happy and content. Oh, maybe this is a dead end too. Yeah, so thinking about games like this that emphasize narrative over...
Please. I cannot swim this deep. Let me out. Please.
Okay, well, I was going to say maybe that's sort of wandering around in a particular room looking for a particular thing to spark interest. That's like rereading a sentence over and over again, or a paragraph. Oh, that door's gone. Okay. It still reads home. Can I do this? Is that okay? That hasn't changed. Nothing seems to... Oh, okay. That changed. Maybe, I don't know, I didn't look. The certitude of the ancients comes from a new coat, annihilating those deemed anachronistic. Indeed, Dover runs red. Looks sort of scratched in, but I think it's just red paint, we'll say. Let's run up these stairs. Cool. Good. I was saying earlier, Dave, that despite basically being the most basic walking simulator you can be, like you're just walking around and listening and talking, whatever, they do add a slight run button and a jump to make it feel, I don't know. To the sources. Did that change? I can't remember. I thought... I thought the ladder was up there, but maybe it's up here. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of wish I'd come up here now to see if they would have actually let me proceed before going back over there. It seems like I would have missed quite a bit of content and story. Maintenance, residence 13, and a water source. Well, yeah, I want to go see the residence again. Maybe I'll go to the water source first. But it said to go to the sources, so let me go to the residence first. Now I'm like paranoid I'm going to miss something if I go the wrong way first. Oh, shit. What was that? Holy fuck.
Would you be angry with me if I removed his work? I'm not exactly a fan. Before I assumed this portion of your stomach, he existed as a parasite, eating away at your flesh before making his escape.
This must be Moses.
He refused to accept the sustenance you haul in from the outside. Some say he went insane after attempting to live off of the unclean water. Poor fool.
Huh. Moses done. Fucked up. Okay, well, I mean, you know, we can at least now claim that he's not been alone. Okay. Holy shit, so much to read again. Entry 4. January 24th, entry 1. This endeavor is new to me, but I suppose no other of my kind has written a journal of their discoveries. At least none that I have read. Why is that, I wonder? Do the others, though, spread thin in this hellhole, prefer talking to themselves aimlessly and without end? It seems they might. They wander in the dark, spewing their mind as if the walls themselves were engaging them. No matter, the walls will not hear my thoughts. No, the thoughts are for you, reader, whoever you are. I met with the order camp near the downed subway car today. Okay, yeah, and the other person was with the guild, so Moses and Solomon would have been at odds, I guess. It is always interesting how they and the others down here have taken to living in their collective filth, though I suppose the grass is always greener only when you can see the other side. If I can plan some sort of coordinated effort to get to the surface, I think we can travel much faster. What we need is a rigid system and cooperation. Back when I was dubbed Minotaur by the Council of Modernity... What? I assumed the title granted me at least a modicum of authority over logistical affairs. This doesn't appear to be the case with the Order Camp, however, as they've rejected me outright. The title seems to distance me from them. Sometimes, that's too much of a tab, but sometimes I feel as though the Council is no better than the rabble of pre-mods that they combated. Of pre-mods. The pre-mods themselves are almost entirely eliminated, but our current populace is just as stubborn and unwilling to challenge their current status. Okay, so we have the fucking guild, the order, and the pre-mods. The pre-moderns? Today, I decided to use a different tactic. Sorry, I don't want to hold that in. Today I decided to use a different tactic than I had used before. Instead of pulling rank, I opted to use reason. As common dwellers, we are all aware that our supply of water and food is largely provided by the old city. It is clear that this entire supply is simply the leftovers of a much larger meal, a hand-me-down from some other entity in a much better financial situation. While this free sustenance is appreciated, wouldn't you rather find the source? Apparently I alone have that sentiment. I will try harder. It has been a week since my last entry. I have tried everything. These people are intolerable. know the feels, dude. I've tried every measure of reason to no avail. They rather drink the old city's charity water than find its fountain. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Every time I give a reason to escape this underground purgatory, it becomes more evident to myself how badly I personally need to get out. And every time they refuse, it becomes more obvious how hopeless this situation really is. No authority for you. What's this game about? I don't know. No. So there's this old city. I am playing a man whose name appears to be Jonah, and I'm just sort of walking around talking about how much I hate this guy, but he's dead now. Talking to the city. It appears to be pretty post-apocalyptic. There are several sort of societies or orders. One's called the Order, the other's the Guild, and apparently there's a third called the Pre-Mods. I don't know anything about them. That guy was an order. Oh, look. That's pretty good, clean lines. Oh, whoa, it's got a 3 on it. Did I miss something? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to read this. I think that would take the rest of it up. Okay, so, I don't know. We'll probably not understand anything that's going on now, but we don't anyway. I don't anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. I could scroll very slowly so that if you wanted to pause it and read it, but, or you could just go buy this game. It's like 10 years old now. Nah, like 5 years old now. It's probably not very expensive. Some of that's real dark. I can't quite see. All right, it told me this was the source. Did it? I think so. No smoking. Well, I feel like I missed something back there. I'm going to go back. Boy, I am a little bit lost. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. All paths lead to the same place. It's nice they tell me that was there something better here? Did I just... I mean, I don't know. Is this just to confuse me? Alright. Going up, I suppose.
Shall I ascend to your lungs and feel your breath? I think that would be lovely.
So yeah, I mean, I think there's a pretty obvious sort of Jonah and the whale motif, allegory maybe. Although, I don't know, an allegory of an allegory. I don't know. Okay, so now we're closer to the surface anyway.
Simple little animals, aren't they? Filthy, no doubt, but can you really blame them? I suppose that if I were to hate them for their nature, I would be just as filthy. It's an odd position. To hate a rat for being a rat is to make oneself a rat all the same.
Well, a man's gonna have a code. I'm so trained from like horror games to when I see something like that, I'm like, oh shit. Let me make sure I've reloaded. It watches me, I watch in return. There is nothing up there. Peeing is believing. Watch for that which can watch you. Peeing is believing. No one fucking understands. Hey, Solomon was here. Solomon wrote all that, I guess? Oh, wait. Gross. Onward with your filth, then. Whoa! Huh. We sit and think when we should see. God, now I gotta look at, like, everything. No, that was a missed opportunity. Caution wet floor. Okay, so like I like this thing that is seeing. I wonder if it is these eyes. Yeah, and I wonder if that is sort of one of them. Make the leap. What if that's one of the organizations? Seeing is believing. Some words to live by. The sources are nothing but relics. And more eyes. Alright, let's bounce out of here. Can't go that way. Da 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 da. That looks like the right way to go, so let me go the wrong way first. Well, there's the exit, so I'll go this way and then that way. That doesn't work. No going east.
What's down there? No one ever told me. Not that I know anyone. Apparently, after the Guild took this area from the Order, they felt the need to block off the tunnel leading to an access point dumping into the unclean water. Everyone knows not to drink it, so why block the path?
I was fucking around with the levels and didn't read any of that. Okay. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Alright, well I don't want to go to the exit first. So, I guess let's go down here. Although, so help me God if I miss something, because I went the right way. Well, that could be handy. Oh, this is going to be like a bazaar. Like a little GGH009. Some soldiers. I wonder how like often I have to just walk up on a wall to make something appear. Solomon's notebook. Just want to make sure I didn't miss one. I revived a great deal of memory in that last note. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how it ends. With her body mangled and destroyed, The only sounds she was able to make were gurgles and wheezes while the room began to fill up with her blood. The room filled to my ankles, then my knees, over my head. Okay, so this is probably a dream. She was then totally submerged in her own life essence. As the blood made its way past my head, I accepted my own death beside her, thinking only that I was privileged to die, and she was not. I felt even more guilty for dying than I did for stabbing her in the first place, the author of her eternal pain. And then I woke up. Okay, yeah, duh. This is Bell. I'm talking about Bell. Which seems vaguely familiar. Have we heard about Bell already? Or maybe not. Was that light on just a second ago? Well, hogwash. I am into horror. I'm very bad at horror games, though. Like I really love horror movies, and they can't get scary enough for me. But man, something about horror games and making me press the W is just sometimes it's too hard. Alien Isolation, for instance, I think is an incredible game, but it is so hard for me to like make the run when I'm like holed up in a locker or something. I can just hear the alien running around, and it's like, no, fuck that shit.
Just frustrated. I don't understand why we have to keep doing this. This conflict. Unfortunately, telling a group of people what they're doing incorrectly communicates that you yourself are doing that thing correctly. If only that were true. If only I was above this, rather than beneath everything.
Okay, so yeah, okay. This guy has a certain way of talking, so he was disagreeing with whoever he was talking about, and they don't like him for it, but he doesn't know the right answer anyway. 64182 West Treatment Facility, I suppose. Intelligence received notice of capture prisoner named Bell. Hey, execute on suspicion of espionage. Locate conspiring operative Solomon, likely to be in your ranks. Use extreme caution. Sending investigator. Objectives: push north towards subway access. Aid will come from the sea. End. I wonder if there is a game in here besides this game. Like, if someone could make basically a prequel or whatever. Like, this seems to be sort of a traditional game objective. Notice of execution received. Notice of investigator arrival received. Leave water treatment facility. Secure subway access. Tunnel blocked via explosives. Bypass. Secure Jerusalem and push east. Okay. I wonder if Jerusalem is the old city here. And if it's actually literally Jerusalem. Well, they said I was on an island, so probably not. Okay. Soldiers. Shit, I have sort of forgotten where I was headed and where I came from. The exit was upstairs. Okay, and I went down there, but there was more fucking stairs. Hence the labyrinth. East access. East was the door that was blocked downstairs, I think. What's the east? Oh yeah, we totally should. And do you do horror games in Twitching Hour? Oh, whoa. All the camera shake.
What are you protecting me from?
Huh.
I must see it. I must see what they've done. I must see the extent of Nineveh's fruits, and I must see what they've done to you. Tarshish is nothing but a distant glimmer on the banks of void. There is nowhere now but you, and you must let me explore your guts like the parasitic worm I am.
Oh man.
Let me see the decay. Let me see the stagnation.
Dude's pretty good. The dude's pretty good at voice acting. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Well.
Leviathan! Open these doors! Open them now!
Alright.
What have they done?
Jesus Christ. Huh.
I've had enough. I'm sorry.
Bell? Perhaps?
You were right. I'm not ready. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hmm. Alright,
It's a
I'm
horrible
back here.
cycle, this existence. I reach out to connect with them. Again and again I try, only to discover that nothing has changed. So I return home. Progression is lost, and I restart the cycle. I just want to sail.
So I don't think this is the case, but I was just thinking that it might be kind of interesting for walking sims to, like, have paths that you can go down which would then, you know, sort of dead end and then automatically return you like this to a prior state. You know, then it might not be more of, it might be more of a puzzle game than a walking sim, but, you know, you could have both. Oh, this is backwards, though. There's a dog on this floor. You can probably hear that. Yeah. La la. Contentment is a dream that they will never realize. Neither will you. It's sweet. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Can I sleep? No. Ah, okay. I did not know that twitching hour. Oh shit, I did start over. Wait, fuck. I don't think that door was locked last time. Man, I should have gone in there. Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, we've got just a little bit. Oh, shit. Wait, yeah. Shit. Oh, yeah. I remember. You go around this way. Ah, yes. Okay, so I think I went down there, right? And that's where I found the monsters? No, I went in there. Right? Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, definitely came in here. There's east access. Still can't get in there. Did I go through this? I don't know. Let's try it again. No, I don't think I went through that. Okay, cool. So
Funny how they all
I kind of just did what I said.
supplies. All of it from the old city, and all of it wasted.
Hoard old supplies.
Would you grant me another ascent? I've explored your innards. Let me scale your back.
I'm into that. Let me get out of here. A little bit of the overworld before we conclude today. Chapter 3, Us. What was Chapter 2 called? You, maybe? Me, you, us?
It's always struck me as odd that evil is never self-aware. I mean, the most horrendous actions, these conglomerate endeavors of warring cabals, are caused by the best intentions. So all that's left is this grand suspicion of idiocy. Good intentions are moot under the control of a ludicrously stupid idea. But my contribution is hardly an appropriate contrast. I would like to argue that my contribution is non-existent, and thus superior to their negative impact. But the truth is, we're all infinitely terrible for not contributing at all, be it through neutrality or detriment.
Okay, so, yeah, I wonder if that's like the outskirts of the old city. I know I'm at the water treatment facility. Oh, I guess there's just going down. Some soldier helmets. Oh, okay. Wait. What? Okay, that was weird. This must be important. Heathen. The map of the stars, it looks like. Accurate? You tell me. Intelligence investigator missing. Order operative Solomon possibly within ranks. Proceed to northeast docks after securing investigate ranks. Possible assassination attempt. Proceed with extreme caution. Greater Eye is watching. Ah, Greater Eye. I assume it's all these eyes. And I assume that is either the guild or the order. Sorry. Maybe that dog doesn't pick up very loud, but it's loud as fuck. Okay. Watch your step. Sort of curious if I could have fallen. Alright, so outside for a little while, and now right back in the guts. It sounds like it's in the game, actually. It's not in the game. It's... yeah. That could be very confusing. Where is this dog? It's just a man looking for his dog in a sewer. Alright, another book that I'm not going to read, because, yeah, too much to read. Oh, cool. Very spooky.
Perhaps I should kill myself. It's a rather funny thought, actually. The standard reason for suicide entails depression. A sad portrait of a weak mind. But my desire for death is far more utilitarian. I feel as though I am useless. And I gather that this feeling is similar to what the others have felt. I do not suppose that any of them felt any particular brand of gloom before the end.
Hey, it's my well toy. And
at any rate, I prefer this situation to its emotional alternative. We Minotaurs are only different in that we're honest. We see what our species has become. We see the disease, and we see that there's no cure. What then, Should I linger until I grow old and die, affecting nothing and assuming the role of sewage? No. I'm beginning to feel as though the only honorable route is a swift end. Time has changed from an agent of death to an agent of cleanliness, wiping away existence like some sort of cosmic and crematory disposal. And I best incinerate myself before the universe is forced to deal with me through age.
He must be a grad student. Okay. Okay, so, okay, there, the water treatment, I get, maybe I'm following this to the docks there. The old city is in the middle, but, yeah, I don't know if that's what I saw earlier. 54, I think I am about done with it. I don't know how long I can continue searching for Jerusalem, and why the hell did they call it that anyway? I suppose that when the narrative of the old city fails you, the only thing left is to generate your own. Okay, so the old city and Jerusalem, not the same. That's precisely what they did, isn't it? Why find the source of the water when you have the destination? Yes, pathetic. Just think of what could be in there, beyond the walls, beyond the conflict, and beyond the leap. What enlightenment awaits us inside? Do you not want to see it? Is our status of unknowing something I should feel proud of? Why can we not progress? I am sick of living off the charity water, of the water from the inland really. If the water from the inland really is the only viable option for sustenance, I would rather die than continue to exist with the same unchanging fruits of an undiscovered tree. Shall I brave the unclean waters? Let us see how impure the swill really is. It has now been 5 days since I made my switch to the unclean water, and I must say I am feeling very different, a little difference if anything. I am slightly disappointed. I was expecting some massive psychological change, some shift from my original consciousness. I now feel almost no allegiance to the unknowing or their ideas. Okay, a fucking fourth group? But that could simply be because of my recent frustrations with them rather than the clean water being in some way the source. Is it then? Is this it then? Blah blah blah. Is this it? Okay. So yeah, is this me? Did I write that? I definitely. I mean, it seems like it might have been. I'm sort of distrusting of the authorities. My character wrote about shit. I think this way. My character wrote about switching to the unclean water, and it sort of, making him. Oh no, shit, that is... Okay, I did go that way. I need to go that way. Did I go that way yet? I might have. Who knows? Yeah, see you later, Play Scholar. Thanks for tuning in. We're almost done here, too, so... Yeah. We did not get very far in this. Abyssus. The deep. Okay, cool. Definitely did not come this way. 15 days in, it's still no effect. A sham, then? Yes. The waters from the inland are no different than the waters of Sheol. Incredible. Truly incredible. Here I sat, wasting away, thinking that the inland could provide us with some new perspective, some enlightenment, some answers. But no, the inland is just as pointless as the rest of it. The world has truly fallen, hasn't it? Yeah, this makes me think that those were written by me. By my character. By Jonah. Oop, down, down, down into negativity. It has now been 3 days and 3 nights since I started drinking from Sheol, and I must say, I feel fantastic. I feel like a new man, a changed man, a man with no purpose and a man on the edge of suicide. Okay? Is it not wonderful? Ah! Look around you, the lack of all things, meaning, reason, all gone. Isn't it truly amazing? I have never been happier, If only the others knew how pointless the inland waters were. If only they could hear the beauty of nothingness call us from a distant shore. It's getting a little Lovecraftian here, I think. Ever so slightly, maybe. Sort of the... unveil void. I mean, it has been talking about the void. The end of it. Yes. Could you hear it too? I remember when I could only hear it. Now I can see it as well, and the sight is grand. Don't worry, my dear reader. One day you'll see it as well, and you too will answer the call of the void. Oh my god, that number up there. One day you'll see the vasts of nothingness. You will see the shores of our homeland disintegrate, and you will see the reality of instability, the deconstruction of everything, revealed in all of its glory. Prepare yourself. Your time will come, and in that moment I will hope you will have the courage to remove your consciousness from this shared abyss. Join me in void, Jonah. Ah, okay, so not me right now. It's me being written too. Alright, then back down the train tunnel. Alright, it's 4 o'clock, so, yeah, maybe this is a good time to quit. I do kind of want to see what's next, though. These flashes to white are typically indicative of something cool. I think I hear music, or maybe we froze. Aha! Oh, shit. Like that well toy turned into a guy that had slit his wrists, apparently. Well, shit. Is that Solomon? That might be Solomon. So Solomon went crazy too then. Wanted me to join him in the void, and then and then killed himself. Okay, well that's a really depressing way to end it, but I guess that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll pick this back up again in December. This seems like a pretty, I don't know, appropriate game to play sort of in long play form. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for joining us on Coffee Break. Hope we didn't make you too depressed, and we'll see you again next week.